I found them by just clicking around YouTube and finding just this weirdly titled video about a game called Horse. Well, these two guys were playing Halo. Then that just led me to this rabbit hole called Achievement Hunter with Let's Plays and guides. And then there was a podcast and I found out about Red vs. Blue. All of that stuff, that was like 12 years ago. And I think that's a very similar story to what a lot of other people can just say. So hearing that Rooster Teeth is shutting down, well, it's not a big surprise, is still very, very impactful. This was such a large part of my childhood. When I was a kid, I really wanted to just go to RTX and meet all of these people. For them to do stuff on the internet and be so big, that was amazing. I remember following every single project that they were doing. And I remember when me and my brother were just old enough to do stuff on our own, we went out to see the Laser Team premiere and we met Matt. Granted, definitely was not the best movie, but this is just kind of like seeing a part of your childhood die in real time. It's now got a timer on top on when it's actually gonna finally close down. It's pretty weird. Yeah, while other companies in this space have fallen a lot sooner than this, I mean, I remember seeing SourceFed fall and Machinima. Rooster Teeth didn't always feel like it was gonna go that way. I stopped watching a few years ago once Bernie stepped down from the podcast. But I'd still just actively check up to see just how the channel was looking every once in a while. But then again, it seems like after that point, there was a lot more controversies that started to spur up every once in a while. Those were kind of more like the heralding signs of the end for this. But I wanted to see how they were handling things, so I jumped into their live stream. And the first thing that I thought when I saw that live stream was that there was a lot of people there that I just don't recognize. But then they slowly started to keep coming in. The hardest part was definitely seeing Jeff just start choke up. That was definitely hard to see. But I think the best thing about this live stream was how frank and how candid everyone was talking about the company and about what they loved and what they hated about it. They finally talked about the acquisition with Fullscreen and everyone's feelings with that. And it seems like that was really the big turning point as to what made this company start going down. These are sentiments that have been echoed by so many other former employees of Rooster Teeth. I mean, I just saw the video from Inside Games and Alana Pierce's video, and the one from Craig from Screw Attack. Everyone says the same thing. They have amazing creatives that work for Rooster Teeth, but it's mainly the higher management, the people that are above the original founders, that caused this entire mess to just kind of run out of control. It probably would have been a lot easier to maintain this company if it was something that was maintained independent, as they mentioned with how Mega 64 is still around. But then again, they wouldn't have been able to chase all those things that they've been trying to do for so many years. There was Genlock, there was Ruby, there was Laser Team, all things that are now being auctioned off to other companies. So there's a big chance that they're going to be seen again, but just in a vastly different form. I wouldn't be surprised if a company like Crunchyroll were the ones that purchased Ruby. I feel like it would fit in the repertoire quite well. That's really the only way for these series to survive after all of this. And to all the people that have been wondering how Rooster Teeth's been able to stay afloat for as long as it has, because since it was on the decline for so long, I jumped into the Funhouse live stream where they were talking about how memberships were the thing that were really keeping them afloat for quite a while in 2023. They were the things that showed that they are a company that should stay alive. Pretty much the only way that Rooster Teeth was able to stay afloat was because of fans' support. Without it, there probably wouldn't have been any way for them to stay up as long. Now, as everyone was saying over and over again on each one of the live streams, everyone's going to continue with their own solo stuff. Maybe these people are going to come together in some other way and they're going to put out more content in just under a different name. That's what always happens here. The groups that I followed the most from Rooster Teeth, mainly Funhouse, were ones that came from Machinima. And honestly, it's kind of funny how Inside Gaming's been able to survive pretty much everything. That's probably going to continue as long as they want until they get tired of it. But now Rooster Teeth just kind of ends up on that large list of casualties caused by Warner Brothers just kind of going through everything that they've got and just trimming whatever they don't deem as necessary. But who knows how long it would have lasted if it was another company? Who knows? Rooster Teeth has been up and running for a whole 21 years, and for the internet, that's an extraordinary amount of time. The communities that they made, the events that they've held, everything that they've done was just extraordinary. They set the precedent for an amazing way of how to deal with an audience. There's so much content that's just out there that people are just going to start going in and trying to archive as much as they can because of fear that maybe these channels and maybe everything that's up is going to get deleted in some sort of way. I would say with as many fans as Rooster Teeth's got, it's definitely not going to disappear without a trace. Who knows, maybe one day I just want to look back at an old Minecraft Let's Play that I wanted to watch, or an old video of Rage Quit or something like that. Hopefully, there's still going to be a way to find that kind of stuff. But then again, there's also going to be a lot more stuff too that these people are going to be making outside of the Rooster Teeth name. Because everyone's everyone's gonna be doing their own thing from now on. I would say Rooster Teeth overall had a great run. It played such a large part in a lot of people's lives, and no matter what, it's still sad to see go. But here's where I bring it back to y'all. What do you guys think about Rooster Teeth shutting down? Are you guys like me where you found Rooster Teeth at some point back in the past and then at one point you just kind of drifted away from it? Or are you gonna be someone that stays with Rooster Teeth all the way till the bitter end? Please, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I was Bayfond, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.